and it doesn't cooperate.
Damn it. Okay.
So you would have to bleach it.
Oh. Then I'm gonna have to go visit Stacy because she's the only one who's willingly that will say she'll bleach my hair. If I go anywhere else, everybody else like freaks out and they're like, no.
She in California? We have to go to California so Stacy can do our hair.
She's close. I think what'd she tell me? I think she's Washington.
Washington. That's not closer.
No, it's not closer. I meant that it was close to what you said.
California. Gotcha.
Yeah. Close to what you said is what I meant. So I remember I said something about it and I asked her where she was and I was just like, oh, that's a drive.
It is a drive. It's quite the drive. My gosh. Hello, everybody. We are continuing readings from last night, and we're going to be starting with Miss Jennifer Jackson. I hope she gets here soon. Oh, she's already here.
She's quick.
Hi, Jennifer.
She was ready.
Happy Saturday to all of you.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us. We were just chit-chatting. Everybody send lots of good vibes to the old man that wants to sell his house to Tawny. She found her dream home today by the will of God, and we hope that he calls it say yes. So yes. Tawny's located in Illinois. Yes.
Let's see. Miss Jennifer. Thank you, Jennifer.
Awesome. We're going to finish up the readings that we have from last night, and then we're going to do some more. We're going to do past life readings. Those are fun. And I put the amount in the description box this time. Like a dum-dum, I didn't do it last night. So we're excited about that. We're very excited about Tawny's house. Tell me something good.
Let's see.
I hope everybody's having a great day today.
Yes, happy Saturday.
Absolutely gorgeous outside. Everybody should have been outside today. What about you, Bethany? Were you outside in the yard today? It's so nice in the shade. Lovely in the shade.
Yes, we spent a lot of time outside today.
Hi, Anne.
Welcome, guys.
Hi, Kathy.
Having issues with this card.
Raining. Screw that.
No. That's no fun. Thank you, Kathy.
All righty, Miss Jennifer. Oh. All right, Jen. I don't know what's going on with you, but something's not right in Jennifer land. We've got the Tower card in reverse. There's been a hiccup. There's been an issue. There's been an upset. There's been an ultimatum. There's been something here that has forced your hand to push you to make a decision. We could call it the universe if we want to, but some seen or unseen force has decided it's time for you to shit or get off the pot. In other words, you need to make a decision about something here. And the Ace of Wands is all about opportunity. Okay. As you can see, this is on her third eye area, this flame on her third eye. So this is about an opportunity to push yourself in the right direction, to push yourself towards something that will create harmony and peace and balance in your life and will make you feel like you're in control again. Do you understand that, Jennifer? Because I feel like I feel like there's an aspect of your life here that hasn't really been copacetic with where you want to go. And so the universe is like, screw that, we'll get rid of it for you. And now you have to decide if that's okay. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, Kathy Ann. Yes, I do understand. Wonderful. I'm going to drink my coffee while Tawny tells you about her card.
Okay, dear. So the first card that I got for you was the World card in reverse. And I just feel like you're like in the middle of a lesson and you really don't know which way to go. And you've been trying to figure things out and you haven't really been thinking them through is what I'm hearing. And they're saying you need to take some time within yourself and figure out what your next step is going to do, because your next step is waiting for you. There's a connection. If you listen to yourself and listen to within instead of everything else that's going on that's making your dreams and your reality not where you want it to, it's going to help. Because you don't like help. So you're having difficulties because you won't ask for help. You want to, and you're carrying so much stuff on you that, we can't change. As scary as change can be, we have to accept change so we can move forward and have a better life. So this new beginning, there's so much, you have those fears. They're saying get over them because you have this new opportunity. And then you have baggage and things that are on top of you that's holding you back. They're saying once you release that and have faith, you're going to be able to start this new beginning. And you have to concentrate on yourself. You have to do some self-care. You have to just focus on your needs and your wants and not everybody else's. Give everybody else back their stuff. Release it and tell them, I don't know, I'm here and tell them to figure it out on their own. I feel like you just need to only concentrate on you. Just you.
Just you. Concentrate on you and what you want. Tawny had the Ace of Cups. Is that the only ace you had?
Yes.
And I had the Ace of Wands. So this is a golden opportunity the universe is sending you. A golden opportunity to push your life in a direction that will suit you way better than where you are now. Jasmine, yes, the past life readings are $20. You'll get cards from me and Tawny. We'll both be using the same deck. And intuitive messages from Spirit. The next person we have is Lori Nash.
Lori Nash.
Cards for Lori, so I will start mine. Lori, you always tend to everyone else's needs. Well, quit the shit, man.
Stop it.
Nobody likes a martyr. They really don't.
Oh my God, cards are flying everywhere.
You're welcome, my love. Lori,
You're
are
welcome.
you here? Are you here, Lori? If you're not here, please watch the replay. Lori, we are starting with the Fool in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. These two cards together are giving me the impression that it's time for you to take a break from Ace of Cups here. I feel like, I don't know if you've been putting too much pressure on somebody or you've been trying to do something too hard. You've been spending too much time and energy trying to make something happen. And I feel like it's too much. It's too much. Okay. There's too much here. And the next two cards that you have, the Nine of Wands and the Five of Swords in reverse, it's like somebody is pushing you to do something, and it's going against your intuition, I feel like. But you don't want to argue. You don't want to argue with them. You don't want to put up a fuss. You don't want to cause any drama. That's what I'm getting from this Five of Swords and Nine of Wands in reverse. It's like not disagreeing with somebody because you don't want an argument. You don't want drama. It's like you care about them, but it's exhausting. This Eight of Pentacles in reverse next to the Ace of Cups just makes me feel exhausted, Lori. And I feel like you need to take a break from whatever this is. Like, take a step back, babe, because I feel like somebody's being real pushy with you. What do you got for Miss Lori?
What I got for Miss Lori is I feel like this. I like this card. This card is making me feel like I just feel like there's been some things going on, and she's been having some success. Something good has been happening with her, but I feel like something else is taking away your attention right now, and they're saying that that you're gonna burn out if you keep paying attention to that. That you need to. I just feel like you need to bring your energy back to yourself. I feel like your energy is just so stretched from other people that they're saying that you need it for yourself to get through the day, because I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like because you give so much that you're not able to show all of you, like all your, like who you are. With some people, you may feel like you're wearing a mask, or you may be hiding your true self. I just feel like if you were to gather back all of your energy, that you would be able to have so much energy, be able to release, and you'll be able to heal. I feel like there's some healing that needs to be done from something from the past that has been around, because you're just frustrated. Oh,
I was just waving.
Because there's just so much negativity. There's so much negativity, but there's so much happiness. So I feel like it needs to balance, and I feel like the way it's going to balance is when you start focusing more on you and not everybody else's needs and wants. And if I do this, are they going to accept me? Are they still going to like me? If they're going to be in your life, and if they don't like the true you, then they can find the door. I don't want you to wear masks. Just can't come out.
They can find the door.
They can find the door. I'll say it nicely.
Hello, Elizabeth. We're just about to do your cards. Perfect timing. So I don't have to write down time for you. Okay, wonderful. So we're doing Elizabeth Paz next. Okay. We hope those cards resonate with you, Lori.
Oops. Hold deck. Hold deck.
I feel like you're in a struggle here, Elizabeth. I feel like this Five of Swords is kind of like arguing with yourself, almost. It's like the devil's advocate, really, almost. You know what you want in the background. You know what's good for you. And then you've got this stupid black bird on your shoulder, hacking you in the head. And so it's almost like you're arguing with yourself, okay? And it's about leaving something, or the Ten of Wands talks about being overburdened. It talks about carrying a big load of stress. And so the Five of Swords and the Ten of Wands together are telling me that you've got a lot on your mind, and you have a lot of conflicting thoughts going on in your mind. And it's like you're arguing with yourself about investing in a new relationship, perhaps. Yes, Jasmine, I got you on the list, babe. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm glad she had a good month, Dawn. I'm glad she had a wonderful month, aren't you? I'm so sorry to hear that your dog passed over, but I'm glad you were there for her. That's lovely. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry to hear about your fur baby. The Four of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups is like whether or not you want to invest in a new emotional tie with somebody, in a relationship with somebody. It's almost like you met someone. You're right on target. It's almost like you met someone and you don't know whether or not they're right for you, because we have this Justice card in reverse. And I feel like you're a little overwhelmed with everything that you're feeling right now. Okay. I feel like you truly need to do what's right for you. Don't pay attention to what and it's hard because I know right now you're kind of like, I don't know what to do. Let's see if Tawny has any more clarity on the subject.
Okay, well, the first card that I got was the Two of Cups. So I was going to ask if she's in a relationship, but then I don't know, from what Missy said, I don't know if there's somebody in your life that is coming in, because between this Two of Cups that came out and the Page of Pentacles, it's really making me feel like, you've done so much work I feel like within yourself, and to get where you're going, that you've put so much hard work. They want you to know that it is safe for you to open your heart and to be able to connect with somebody, to allow them in, is what I feel like. It's just, I feel like they want you to know that you're going to be okay, that this is a way for you to expand yourself too, is starting this relationship. And they're saying because it's going to help you grow, is what I feel like. I feel like this is you've been so comfortable with how things are going, and then the universe is coming and dropping this abundance for you because of everything that you've gone through. And I feel like you've been pretty patient, and there's just been delays, and you're just like, okay. And as long as you release any negative thoughts, any negativeness, the positive will keep flowing in. You say no to me?
No, I'm talking. People are asking questions, and I'm not.
I was like, oh, you. I was like, am I not reading this card right?
I'm trying to not interrupt you.
That's okay. Just let go of any negative thoughts, dear, and just, you know what? I think Misty was talking about something about control. Some things we can be in control, and some things we have to let the universe be in control. But I feel like, the control is just with yourself and opening up and allowing people in, so you can find that balance and you can have that turning point in your life for just feel like that bonus love. So like that partner can come in and, give you that extra love that you've been giving yourself, that you deserve. If that makes sense.
We hope you're doing well in life, Elizabeth. Oh, shit.
Where'd you go?
No, am I here?
Yeah.
Did I go somewhere?
The Google went down. I don't know what I touched.
Hi, Phyllis. No, John, it's not too soon. You can get a reading every month. It's fine. You guys lead me in the right direction.
Oh, good.
Well, we hope so. Son of a biscuit.
Lily upset.
I don't know where Lily is. Nobody brought me a water, though.
What?
They forgot about me.
Hi, Sue. Next cards are for Sharon Irby.
Sharon Irby. Oh, it's Sharon. Okay. Sharon.
You too, Elizabeth.
I have some. I asked for a second one and nobody brought me anything.
And I just killed my coffee. Okay, Sharon.
Thank you, baby.
Welcome.
Love you.
I have.
Oh, it's cold.
Yeah, that's what was in the fizz.
Oh, thanks.
Welcome. Mommy, since I gave you money, can you give me ice cream tomorrow?
Yeah, go ask Daddy.
Donna, don't act like you don't know me. I'm not drinking cold coffee.
That would be me, Sharon, or Donna. We're doing Sharon. I like the cold coffee. I like iced coffees. And my mom brought me a coffee on Friday because I couldn't go out. And she brought me a freaking hot coffee. She hands it to me. I go, oh, you want me to hold yours? She looks at me. She goes, shit. I'm like, really? When have I ever had a hot coffee? I told her she was fired.
Travis just sent me a picture of him when he was little.
Uh-oh. Show the world.
Can you see it?
Oh, yep. Aw.
Shine. Look at all the hair.
Love it. Oh, she sounds like she found Lily.
Okay. We got lots of people wanting past lives, so we have to get these done. You love cold coffee. Ugh. Okay.
I like iced coffee.
Wow.
Sorry.
Sharon, I'm wanting to know if you've been having some issues with your husband lately. You guys love each other very much, but I feel like there's been a little bit of friction here. It's almost like you're backtracking. Does that make sense? And I say that because you have the Page of Pentacles in reverse with the Tower in the reverse. Like something's going against the positive flow in your life right here. Something's taking the energy and really just like negative energy. It's kind of like going on here. I have the Two of Cups for y'all. So this is about your relationship, your soulmate relationship. Okay. And then the Knight of Swords in reverse. It's like, it's almost like you did, but you're working on it. It's almost like you, it's almost like you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to think about whatever the issue was here that we had. Mind you, it's not major, but it is troublesome. But the thing is, like, you're starting with the Sun card. So I feel like you're both wanting. He has a coworker.
There's not sitting.
Now, there can be two schools of thought on this. Sharon.
True.
Okay. There could be two schools of thought on this. It could be that your intuition is kicking in, that, you know, this coworker is attracted to your husband. And it could also be that you have some insecurities about your relationship. Which one of those sounds more likely to you? My opinion, regardless of yes on both, regardless of either of those things, nothing could possibly happen without your husband allowing it. Okay? So that's how I feel about that. And so if your husband loves you, you don't have to worry about him looking at or talking to anybody else. He just won't see anyone else. You know, that's just the way people are when they love each other. They don't see other people and they don't allow other people to interfere in their relationship. Okay? Whether you have insecurity, whether or not she's attracted to him, it shouldn't matter. I've tried to tell Travis this so many times. Unless you actually have like proof that this person is trying to get with your husband, then you go beat her ass, because what disrespectful board does that? Sorry.
But remember, use a baseball bat.
Judgmental.
But we always use a bat.
Use the bat, don't hurt your tarot hands. That's what I told Johnny before.
Yes.
Okay, but that's what I have for you. Just, you know, if your husband loves you, there's really truly nothing you can do. You don't want to put a lot of negativity into the situation and make him feel uncomfortable at work. If you should be secure in your relationship, or you shouldn't be married to each other. Yes, a bat. Right.
Well, I have what's going off of Misty. because with all that she said, and I'm looking at my cards, it's telling you that you need to bring back all of the attention and all of this, release that negativity and put it the positive and focus more on you and allow yourself to have a new beginning and work on something that you enjoy doing, Miss Sharon. If you have a hobby or if it's something at work, it's time to put, like, I don't know if it's showing because of my light, but there's a circle that goes around this card. And I feel like if you keep that energy, like just your energy and all that focused on you and where you want to go, you're going to start feeling better. And I feel like you're going to start feeling lighter because you're going to be shedding all that negativity and all that worry, because there's no need to worry. You're a fearless leader. You're strong. You know what's yours, and you know where you need to go. You hold on to your power. Your power is so strong, and people know that. And I feel like people see that in you and they respect that. So this is a time to express yourself, I feel like, to you, and know that you are protected and that you have people. I always see these as like, there's people who are there for you, who will talk to you and lift you up and always look and are there for you. They want you to walk away and let go of the things that are upsetting you. Because you got the 8 of Cups. This is her walking away from the things that don't serve her, which is that whole situation, just letting it go and not putting all your time and energy into it, because there's abundance and there's people who love and care about you. You got the friendship card that shows celebration. Only focus on, I just feel like the more you focus on the positive, I just feel like you would feel better too. I just see you focusing on you, and as you're walking, I just see things falling off and you able to stand taller, you'll be smiling more, is what I'm seeing for you, love.
We hope those readings make sense to you, Sharon, and help you through this difficult emotional time. Hi, Sonia.
Awesome. Babies.
Good. That's awesome. That is wonderful. Hey, Sonia. Okay, next we are going to do Tina Smallwood. Tina, are you here? The readings are $20 tonight. We're doing past life reading. So if you want a past life reading,
You guys heard that? I'm sorry.
doing past life readings, Sonia. Past life readings. These are leftovers from yesterday. Anything coming in will be for past life readings. Welcome, Sharon. Tina Smallwood. Tina Smallwood, are you here? If not, we are starting at 7:32 for Tina. Okay.
Oh,
Tina, I feel like there's been a lot of upheaval in your life. I can do it. I can do it tomorrow, Sonia. Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it over Messenger for you tomorrow, okay? Past life readings is our past life energies that are affecting your life now, things that you've gone through in past lives that might give you some insight into situations, ideas, beliefs that you have now. Okay, so that's why those are fun. Tina Smallwood, you're starting with the Queen of Wands in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Tower card. So I'm not sure if you've lost a job or had a financial loss in some way, or lost quite a bit of money, or just lost your job like so many other people right now. But I do feel like this is financial stability related for you, Tina. And I feel like this has really made you at a loss, like you're experiencing a great deal of self-doubt because of this. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, Justice in reverse, and the 8 of Swords, because I had 2 cards come out for you at the end. I feel like you're not being fair to yourself. Okay. I feel like you need to take a good hard look in the mirror. And I feel like you need to reevaluate your skills, because I feel like because it's either a job or a relationship or something where you've lost some kind of security. I feel like you need to take a hard look in the mirror and reevaluate everything about yourself that you value. And really, truly, if this is about a job or you're re-entering the job market after a long period of time, then perhaps it's time for you to revisit all the things that you are actually good at, all the things that you've done in your life and the things that you've accomplished, because I feel like it's like an attack of doubt right now. Like you're really going through this whole identity crisis, like who am I? And that could happen for people that have been married for a long time and then find themselves suddenly single. So if you're going through any kind of situation like that where you've lost your sense of security based on a traumatic event, like losing a long-held job or losing a child or losing a partner, this is make you doubt who you are as a person. It's time for you to reevaluate and revisit everything that you love about yourself or everything that you consider yourself to be a positive. That's my advice for you from the cards. Tina, what do you got?
For Miss Tina, I got the Two of Pentacles, which is telling me that, kind of like what Misty was saying, I feel like there's a lot of things that have been, I feel like I keep feeling like I'm trying to dodge things, that things are being thrown at me that I'm not on, that you're just not very balanced, and they're saying that you need to slow down, because I feel like there's so much that, like, I just feel like there was so much that you had that you don't have now, kind of like what with Misty said. I couldn't really pinpoint if it was a job, is what I felt too. I don't know if it was a job. I just feel like you're just thrown off, and they're saying you need to slow down because you're burning yourself out, and you're just, because you're trying so hard, you're not, and I just feel like the inspiration isn't lighting, because you're going too quickly and you're not really seeing things the way that you should, that you're controlling everything a little too much instead of allowing things to happen naturally. That if we allow things, if we let ourselves listen and we take our power back, and instead of just giving and allowing things to come to us too, and giving up, and you need some more self-love, you need some rest, because once you do that, you're going to be able to see things better, your thinking is going to be clearer, and you're going to be able to go forward in a better way. I feel like when I see this, it made me feel like my throat chakra too opened up. I feel like the more you collect your energy back and try to balance your feelings and your thoughts, just in doing it for yourself and not for everybody else, you'll be able to see things in a different perspective and move forward in a better light for you.
Bethany, we are using the Light Seers Tarot. It's lovely. It's very easy to read. It's a good beginner deck. If you're interested in that, it's a good beginner deck. Mm-hmm. Tawny and I have so many tarot card decks. It's
crazy.
I probably got at least 50.
And we just got more too.
And we're waiting on more because our stupid people keep putting them on sale. No.
And then be really jealous of the one that I wanted. If Misty got it, I'm going to be very jelly. I don't remember what it's called, but I know what it looks like.
I don't even know. But I could check in my email.
It was the one that I wanted. They didn't have them. Like, fine, I guess for some reason I was just so drawn to it, but it was out of stock. And I was like, man.
Well,
I was so bummed. Because I would have gotten for like you if they had that one. But they didn't have it.
I always seem to get the one that people want.
I don't even remember what it was called.
Work Your Light Oracle cards, Archetype cards, 80 card deck, Oracle of the Seven Energies, and Messages from the Mermaids.
Oh, I got messages from the mermaids too. Yay! I got that one. I don't remember what it was called, the one that I liked.
Okay, so that's what I got. I got Oracle of the 7 Gen. I got 3 decks that were brand new that just came out, and I was like, I like brand new. Okay. We order through Hay House, and Hay House does like a 50% off sale like once a month, once every 2 months maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next we are doing Abby Shelley.
Abby Shelley. We're still doing tarot, right?
Yeah, I forgot to tell you the name. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I want to make sure we were still doing tarot since Abby.
I forgot.
Through all the cards.
For $12. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what I paid for. I think mine were $10 or something.
Oh my gosh, I can't shuffle.
I don't know. I paid $50-something for 4 decks, and that's a really good deal because I've paid $40 for card decks before. So I like a deal. Hi, Abby.
I do too. I got all ones that were like $9.50. So
Yeah, I got the ones that were like $12.50 because they were new and I didn't care. It's a business investment. You can write it off.
I know. I don't know how much the other one, the one that I originally wanted was, but I just went for the other ones.
You know how happy it made me when I realized I could write off my crystals because I used them for work? You know how much money?
I do.
I was blown away last year with how much money I actually spent on crystals, and I was like, shit, girl, calm down. Damn. Okay. Abby, hello, darling. It is a really good deal, Jen. I'm excited. We'll do the mermaid ones when we know them.
Yes.
Stacy, darling, Tawny and I are both coming to visit you so you can do our hair.
Yes.
Okay. Abby, this is kind of a good thing. I don't know, Bethany, but you still can. You use them in your work. You can write off your essential oil purchases. You can write off your lotions, your sheets. You can write off your phone bill. You can, all that bullshit. Okay. And remember, you don't have to pay taxes for the rest of the year. So, anyways, here I am again. Denise, honey, we're finishing up from last night. So these are still paid readings. Hi, Lily. Okay, Abby, we're starting off with the Ace of Wands. This is really good. This is a good start. And then you have the Two of Cups. So this is all about a strong, passionate relationship, Abby. Strong, passionate relationship. This person really knows how to bring out the goddess in you. So, I'm wondering though, if this is somebody that you're actually in a relationship with, or thanks. If it's, are you in a relationship with somebody that you have a strong bond with or a strong connection to or something? Because that Ace of Wands with the Queen of Wands and those Two of Cups in the middle, it's like y'all just want to be getting it. And if you don't have it now, I'm so sad for you if you don't have that in your marriage. Now I'm all depressed about these cards. Like I was saying, if you don't have it, well, the Eight of Cups in reverse is soon to come. Ha, ha, ha. I'm not putting that. Yes, I will put it on the screen because I'm trash. Because I'm trash. There's the Eight of Cups in reverse is talking about staying and trying to make the bond stronger. Maybe it's time for you to, oh, it's not in your marriage? Oh, shit, girl. I feel like I just walked in a room with some people are naked. What the hell? Well, however this resonates with you, I don't even feel like I want to hide behind a book. I stepped in it. However this resonates with you, Miss Abby, I don't even want to know. Do tell me all about it in private messenger. But it says that you should stay and continue to work on building this relationship. I'm not judging nobody for nothing, but I feel like you have a very strong bond with somebody that's meant to be in your life. And that's all I'm going to say. Tawny, what do you got? Dig me out of this hole.
Okay, let me see.
Please tell me your cards say something different.
Well, I'm trying to think because I got the Eight of Cups this way. So I was like, oh. So I was like, oh, you got it the other way. So I'm seeing what the other cards go together because I know you had it the other way.
Well, maybe this is about her marriage.
Let me see. It might be. I don't know. I feel like there's been one. I'm hearing there's been one big thing that's been going on in your life, and they're saying I just feel like you've had enough of it, and I just feel like I don't know. I don't know why, but they just told me this is gonna sound so horrible, but they just told me like it's kind of like you feel like it's like when you're walking a dog and the dog doesn't want to go and like it's just laying on the ground and you're dragging it. I don't know why Spirit just showed me that, but I just feel like there's something that's just it was horrible. I know, but that's what I heard, and that's what they showed me. But I just feel like something's being dragged, and you're just like, oh my God, will this ever end? And they're saying that it can end with you allowing your truth out and deciding what is best for you, and letting go of whatever's making you feel stuck in what doesn't serve you. That sounded so bad. I don't know why they showed me that, Miss Abby. I'm sorry.
You guys are all, oh shit.
It was so bad because I feel like
there's a third party involved. That's all I think. There's a third party involved.
Yeah. You just need to, because you're
frozen.
You need to take time for yourself and love yourself and know how awesome you are, and that you are a strong person, and that you have things that you can do for yourself, and that you have things that are happening, that it's time for you to build yourself up and build things that are important to you, as long as you follow the beat to your own drum and listen to your heart. And I feel like saying if you act quickly with figuring out what you need, whatever the situation is that they want you to walk away and move forward from, I feel like you're going to start, you'll feel better. Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel bad about the dog. I've never heard that. That's never come out of my mouth before, but that's what I heard.
I'm like a dog.
Gosh, that's so bad.
We hope that's not too traumatic and you understand the messages.
Oh, good. I'm happy it makes a lot of sense. I felt so bad.
We're not trying to call you out or anything, but we love you. We want you to be happy. Okay.
Here.
Next, we have Erica Bowman. Erica, are you here? You're welcome, darling. Erica Bowman. Finishing up our paid readings from last night, and 2 cards out again. Hello, Miss Erica.
I love when the whole deck just flies out.
Don't you love that? It's my favorite.
Then you have to remember which ones you already had out.
Erica, darling. That's okay. Nosy ass husbands are okay. Hi, Lori. We did your reading. Lori, we did your reading at 7:11, which is right after we started. It's about, I would say, 9 minutes in. Okay, 9 minutes into the live is when we did your reading, right around that time frame. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think we pushed live at 7:02, I believe, or somewhere close to there. But we did your reading then. Okay. Okay, Erica, there's a lot of oh goodness. Well, pay attention. You have the 5 of Wands. This is a lot of emotional triggering. There's a lot of arguing or strife, confrontation. Okay, with somebody that you're involved with, somebody that you love. Okay, and I feel like this strife is something that you really need to talk about, something that you should work on getting to the bottom of. I feel like whoever this person is in your life that's causing this triggering and this argumentative kind of friction, causing a lot of unbalance in your life. Okay, they're causing a lot of emotional turmoil. But this page of cups is talking about getting something off your chest, telling somebody how you feel, telling them what you truly want. All right, what you truly want out of your relationship, what you desire from them. And they need to be able to feel comfortable telling you what they desire from you as well. Because I feel like there's some aspects of this relationship that neither of y'all have been honest with each other about. And I do feel like this is about your marriage because of that Ace of Cups and because of the Temperance card is talking about needing balance and harmony in your life. Okay, the Moon card in reverse is talking about keeping secrets from each other or needing to tell your deepest desires or what you truly want out of the relationship or how you truly feel about things that each other have said to each other, past hurts, things of that nature. I feel like there's a lot buried beneath the surface that needs to come up. Okay. And the 9 of Swords in reverse talks about once this comes up, once we can have a real honest communication without screaming at each other, without yelling at each other, without being offended by how the other person feels, okay, then it will cause a lot of the anxiety over this situation to go away. Does that make sense, Erica? But we really need to have some honest communication if we want to restore balance in the home, in the relationship. Does that make sense to you, Erica? And again, I had 6 cards come out for her because
They just wanted to. Miss Erica, what I have for you, I feel like is for like you. Because for me, I just feel like there's a lot of emotions. There's a lot of things. And I feel like I just feel so much frustration within yourself that you're like, God, why can't I just do this? Why couldn't I listen to myself? And I feel like sometimes you sit and you look off and you wonder, what could have been? What happens if I would have done this? What happens if I would have done that? And they're saying they want you to take some time to see what's going on right in front of you and taking some time to like appreciate what you have, appreciate like the things that are right in front of you so you can work through them instead of paying attention to the conflict that's going on in your life. They're saying I feel like instead of concentrating on the conflict and the negativity, they were saying focus on yourself and your needs and putting yourself first, because they're saying you deserve happiness. They're saying that happiness can be there if you I just feel like if you change your that's going to sound weird, but changing your mindset and trusting your intuition. So if you, to get to this happiness and this joy, we have to listen to our inner self. I feel like your inner self pulls yourself out, but then you fight it and you push it back down from that feeling, and that you need to be able to take care of yourself. I just feel like there's so much more happiness that can come if you allow your true self out and, allow these feelings to come up to the surface and acknowledge them. And if you need to release them so you can get that happiness that you want. And don't let any fear block you. Don't let anything hold you back anymore. You have the power to move forward if you let yourself. It's all about you letting yourself be happy. Having to go through whatever you need to go through, let it out, speak your truth, and move forward. You have the power to do it, dear.
Does that make sense to you, Erica?
Are we done with tarot? Was she our last tarot?
We got one more. We have Cecilia Hines.
Okay.
Hi, Rachel. Did you order a tarot reading yesterday? I have Tina Smallwood on here. You're welcome, Erica. I hope that makes sense on your journey. Rachel, if you are the one that ordered the tarot card reading from us yesterday, we finished your reading just a few minutes ago, and it would be on the replay at about 7:30. Okay. At about 30 minutes in, 30 minutes in from the beginning. Okay. Next, we have Cecilia Hines. That is you. Okay, so your reading would be about 30 minutes in. Rachel. Okay. Stacy, I'm doing great. Somebody's having some lower back pain. I will be sending some healing to whoever that is, because I'm very sympathetic towards back pain. So whoever just came in a few minutes ago with back pain, just know that I will be sending you healing tonight in the astral plane. So hopefully that will give you some relief. Cecilia. Hi, Cecilia. How you doing, my love? I remember giving you a private reading. So I was reminded of that while I was shuffling the cards. So but this must have something to do with things we've talked about during the private reading. I don't really know. Are you feeling better, Bethany? I'm so glad. Three of Swords is what we're starting out with. We're starting out with some emotional scarring, some baggage, some overwhelming emotions coming to the surface here. I feel like we've been carrying these things for a little while now here. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. This is all about nurturing yourself. This is all about not overdoing it, not pushing too hard to get past the emotional scars, and not trying to heal too quickly or rush into another relationship because you still have some transmuting to do, some you really kind of have to level with yourself, okay? That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like you really need to level with yourself here, because I feel like you haven't been quite honest about how these scars in your past have affected you, how much they truly are a burden on you, okay? And I feel like it's time for you to do some self-love and self-care with this Queen of Pentacles. It's time to nurture your inner child. Okay, Pam. Did you just come in? Whoever it is, I'll send it to all of you. If you just say that you're having pain in your lower back, I'll send it to all of you tonight as part of my mission in the astral plane. We all have things we have to do, and I will take time out of time to do that for all of you. We have the Four of Cups here, which is talking about some sadness. And this is right underneath the Three of Swords. So again, there's that validation that we are dealing with some things in the past still, some issues may be coming up, some memories, or some people from your past might be coming back into your life and kind of demanding your time and energy in an unfair way.
Love it.
With the Judgment card in reverse. Does that make sense? Is that what you have too?
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Yep.
Because I feel like this Judgment card in reverse, these people that have come into your life, and they're like really putting a strain on you, like emotionally, mentally, financially. Like I feel like you kind of need to take a step back and really reevaluate what it is that you want out of this relationship, or what you're getting out of this exchange, because I don't feel like you're getting what you deserve. Go ahead, Tanya.
Funny, I thought that I was thinking the same thing. I do have the Knight of Cups, but with the other cards, I felt like I was going to ask if you were in a relationship, because I feel like there's somebody in your life who, for me, I feel like they're just seeking your attention. Okay. I feel like they're seeking your attention. They're telling you what you want to hear. I feel like the opposite with this. That they're telling you what you want to hear, and they're wearing a mask, because you got, after that card, we have the High Priestess in reverse, which is talking about, that there may be some secrets. There's some things aren't just working. There's fear. Like a lot of the cards that I got for you is fear. So I feel like, I don't know if somebody is saying something to you that's making you hold yourself back, or making you feel like you're being talked about, or that you're not appreciated or loved as much as you should be. And it's making you, not resisting what you can do to change. And I feel like it's making you not want to reach out and get help. I feel like there's a game being played. And again, it's just that there's fear, and they're saying that you need to release this fear, because you are a hardworking, balanced. To me, this is about balancing, that you know how to take care of yourself. That they're saying that you don't need this person to make you feel small, or make you feel like you aren't good enough, because they're saying you do all your work, you take care of yourself, and you're ready to expand. I just feel like you need to let go of this baggage that is messing with you. I just feel like they're messing with your head. You just need to see things differently.
She didn't comment at all.
She hasn't. What? I haven't seen anything. I don't know where she
There,
went.
Dad.
Where'd she go?
Hello.
I don't know where she went.
Okay.
Look.
Looking at it. Spot on.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
Another successful tarot card reading. Now we are going to switch gears. So just give me a second to tune into everything else that is not going on now. In a way. It is, but it isn't.
Let me find my cards. There they are.
Taking it all in. You got it, girl.
Good.
Okay, now we're going to switch over to past life readings. We're doing past life readings. So past life readings can be fun. They can give you some insight into different lives that you've lived and different situations, possibly in past lives that are affecting your current life, different phobias that you might have, different relationships that you might be in, or life lessons that you could be going through now. Okay, so those are $20. If you're interested in getting one of those, you can pay for that in the description box. There's 3 different ways to pay.
Who are we doing first?
We are doing Jen Kane.
Oh, Miss Jen. Okay. Cards went everywhere. They're awake.
I did too.
They're awake.
How many are we doing?
I was going to ask you, are we doing 3 or are we doing 5?
I'm good with 4. How about right in the middle?
Okay. Sounds good.
Jeanette, there's 3 different ways to pay in the description box of the video. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Miss Jen. How are you?
She's the one that I sent the oil to, and it never got there for like a week.
Oh,
I was like, "Ah!" Best way to clean self energy. There are several different ways you can do it. You can take a salt bath. Okay. You can ground your energy, release energy, and get back to 0 point by going outside and grounding, taking your shoes off, going and connecting to the earth. Hug a tree. That'll raise your vibration and clear your vibration. Saging. You could also get like clary sage oil or Palo Santo oil and use that. You can sage yourself. You can use crystals. There's many different crystals that will clear your energy. I always carry black obsidian. There's lots of different ways to clear your energy.
mhm.
I'm so glad you love the oil. Can you say what all the readings you're doing type I meant? We're only doing past life readings right now, Kathleen. We were just doing readings we didn't get to finish yesterday. And so now we're doing past life readings.
Mhm.
Okay.
You want me to go first, love?
Yeah, because I'm
Okay. I wanted to make sure. Okay. Miss Jen, let's see. Miss Jen, the card I got the mother card for you, which for me it tells me that your mom was your mother in this past life. And what I'm hearing is with this life that I'm hearing it was just the 2 of you. I'm hearing you two were you guys were like, feel like just you guys were really close, and they're showing me you guys were like partners. You guys did everything together. I feel like they're saying that's all you had. All you had was you guys, and I feel like you guys did what you had to do. I got the ships card, so I feel like because let me listen. I just feel like because it was just the 2 of you. Okay, wait. Okay, we got the ships, we got the Celtic, and we got knighthood. When I got the Celtic, I heard Scotland. Love it. You're a warrior, Miss Jen. The knighthood for me feels like that there was something big that happened in I'm seeing something big happen where you were living, and you and your mom flee. You jumped. Feel that you didn't jump. I feel like you guys jumped or snuck on some type of ship, and you guys just took off because it was either you snuck on or that was it. I love it. I just feel like she did what she had to do, because you guys, I feel like you didn't have much, or telling me there wasn't much for you guys to do. So the only way forward, I love it. The only
Literally
way.
the exact same thing I was going to say.
Oh, that is so cool. Well, there must be some important messages, Miss Jen. Maybe I'm just reading Misty's mind, but I just feel like that you guys had to sneak away. You had to go. I don't know how your relationship is with your mom in this life, but I do know you guys had a very close. You guys knew you had each other's back. It was that type of scenario. I keep hearing this is like a continuation. So I'm wondering if you guys are still close. I feel like there was some things that you guys didn't get to do together, so that's why you guys have this life together, is to check off some more lives, is what I'm hearing. And I'm hearing what for this life, from this past life, what they're bringing forward is to you're very close with your mom. I felt like this was a continuation, like just, having for this, like what you're bringing forward is knowing that you have people that you can lean on, having that trust in people that you have that are close to you, and they have your back, and that that if you need something, that they'll be there, that you'll be able to go forward. I do feel like, I don't know where I feel like the knighthood was just because of something that happened, and you've seen so much. And I feel like in this life, there's been some things from your childhood that you've seen that you've had to learn how to push forward. I feel like everything that you've been through has helped you be able to, when certain situations pop up, for you to go, just to keep going forward and not being stuck somewhere, that you're able to be like, I deserve better, I can do better, and you just push forward. Is what I got for those.
Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Okay, so when I was tuning into these cards, I was getting two different lives and two different timelines here that kind of have an effect on each other in a way. So the leaving and traveling card and the food and hunger card, I understand where you're coming from when you're talking about Scotland. I was also seeing that area of the world. I feel like the messages I was getting from these two cards is that they were, I don't know, not necessarily, I don't think they were willingly put on a ship. I don't think they willingly put themselves on a ship. I think they were forced to leave because there was not enough food. And this reminded me of the potato famine in Ireland. Okay, so I don't know where your family is from, but the food and hunger and not having enough food, and I kept seeing potatoes. I feel like this was because of that. And then when the ships, I was like, it all makes sense. So like we're talking about Irish immigrants or something in that general area immigrating into the United States. Okay, the knighthood card is completely different. I also have authority figures. Okay. The knighthood card is talking about standing up for people. I kept hearing all of the downtrodden. Okay, so this reminded me, you are Irish. Okay, well, there you go. Whatever.
Somewhere over there.
Somewhere.
I knew it was one of them.
So it's very possible that that this timeline is affecting you now for this specific reason. So this knighthood card, Tani wasn't sure where it comes in, but I feel like this is talking about standing up for the downtrodden, standing up. And I'm seeing, honestly, in this life, I'm seeing like homeless animals. I'm seeing like taking in strays and like caring for animals and things of that nature. The authority figure card with the knighthood card is honestly to me, it's having a healthy respect for authority because you have seen what they're capable of. That's what I'm hearing. Like, you've seen what they're capable of, and I understand we have to follow the letter of the law. So I'm not sure if I'm kind of feeling like you're the kind of person that, like, if you get pulled over, you get really nervous and scared. You know, like, I'm going to go to jail, and you get really scared. Like, some people are cool. Like, I'm chill as a cucumber when I get pulled over, but some people get really nervous and freak out. Like, Travis would be like, there's a cop, you know, like if we're just driving by one.
Yeah.
So this to me is like, it's almost like a healthy fear / respect for authority, because I feel like you've seen what they're capable of and how they can wield their authority on the poor and downtrodden, if that makes sense. And I feel like this also has a little bit to do with how you were forced out of your home because you didn't have enough. You can see what authority figures are capable of doing, and I think that they're tied together in that way, but not in the same life lesson, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense to you, Jen. But you do definitely share a bond with your mom, because I believe you were both in the same life, leaving to come here together from Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we have Jasmine Harvey. Jasmine. Hello. Jasmine Crandall. All right. You're welcome, Jen.
Welcome, Jen.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Miss Jasmine, what I have for you, since she's still shuffling, I got Egypt. So this is where we're taking place, and we got wars and battles, and we got lessons and blessings. I just want to say lessons and blessings. It's not even a word, but I always want to say that to make it go together. We got karmic relationship. What I did here, let me see if I can bring it back. What I heard when the wars and battles and lessons and blessings came together, I felt you as a male. I see that, you know, there was so much that there was this big thing, this big war that broke out, and I feel like it made me feel like it was time to wake up. It made me feel like it was time to see what was going on. And I just feel like there was, I don't know if it's going to sound weird, but I just see like things you see and like, oh my gosh, I had all of the, like what you had, you really didn't know. And it made you see what your blessings were. And this war made you fight to be able to keep going and to have this lessons. I don't know if you are in a relationship right now, dear, because you got the karmic relationship. And what I feel like with this is I feel like this relationship is from this life. And I feel like there was some things, love it. I feel like there were some things that you didn't get to accomplish with this person because of the war and because you weren't seeing things the way that you should have. And now you guys are coming back together to be able to go through these lessons and see things in a different, I keep hearing in a different perspective, that it's time to see them the way they were supposed to before it was too late. So I don't know if like, if you hear, I feel like, I don't know if like where you live, if you hear gunshots or if you hear anything that has to do with wars and it freaks you out a bit or it gives you like chills or anything, I feel like it has to come from this past life, because I feel like this really opens you, and I can just see your face. It just hits you in such a certain way
Trigger.
yeah, that's it. It may trigger you, is what I'm getting. Stuff like that really hits you, and I feel like if you are in a relationship, let's see if they do. I just feel like there's something that wasn't learned. I was going to ask, maybe I heard sibling. I didn't know if maybe it was a sibling that too. Yeah, that makes sense. Now is the time to take yourself, making sure, like taking yourself and seeing things, making sure you're seeing both sides, love. See both sides and see if you can figure out what that lesson is that you're supposed to be learning. I feel like some of it, I just feel like it's repeated a little bit because there's some things that you didn't get to learn, and that's why it's all connecting with your family.
Jasmine, I'm going to start with this card because a lot of people get confused by this card. You have the male-female card, and to me, this card represents a transition to from masculine to feminine and energy, or vice versa. That can represent itself sometimes as you being a female that's not very feminine, or you being a male that's not very masculine, because you've had so many lives as the opposite sex, or you've never had a life as this sex before, and you are now experiencing this for the first time. I would call that a transition life, okay? Personally, I feel like this isn't you being like a lesbian or bisexual. I feel like this is you being but masculine in a way where you're very headstrong and pushy and dominant. Okay, and I'm getting that also because of this Greco-Roman card. I feel like you were an extremely masculine man during this time, like super chauvinist. Okay, like I'm just getting like such a man, such a somebody that, you know, nobody messed with you because you were such a dominant personality, such a dominant person in life. I'm just getting the whole Hercules type vibe, you know, where you're just like, people don't fuck with you. You could have even been a gladiator. Okay. I really feel like you have no trouble standing up for yourself at all. And I feel like that's because of this past life energy, or all of these lives where you've been such a bull of a person, not a bully, but just somebody who really knows how to carry themselves, somebody who knows how to take care of themselves and get what they want. Okay. All right. I feel like these two cards go together. You have the vow card and the finances card. And the vow card to me is signaling not necessarily a vow that you would make with a partner, but a vow of poverty. Okay. And I feel like this vow of poverty that you have taken or had in a past life. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Nothing wrong with that. I feel you on that, girl. I'm with you, boo. This vow of poverty that you had taken in a past life as like, it's a very humble, like sister or nun or something in that nature. Like I'm seeing you just in a very plain brown robe, very plain, and you don't own anything. You're in like a convent or some kind of cloister or abbey or something, and you don't own anything. You don't have any money. So to me, what that means, there is a good possibility that you value money a lot and you have a desire for material things in this life, because of this past life that's kind of, you still remember what it's like not to have things or not to need things, or you're doing the complete opposite of that and you're still feeling that energy where you're like, I don't need anything but true feelings, true people in my life to be happy. I don't need things to make me happy. I value the more important things in life, not just material things. So I hope those messages make sense to you, Jasmine. And I feel like the money situation it truly is tied to the past life energy. And I feel like there's a lot in that life as a sister that you still take very seriously. Loyalty is extremely important to you, and I feel like that's a spin-off from that life also, because you did give yourself to God or however that means to you. So you were extremely loyal in your beliefs. Okay, and I feel like you're still very loyal. You're still a very loyal person. All right, next we have Clacy. Clacy? Am I saying your name right? Please tell me I am. I wouldn't know how else to say it. Clacie, Clacy.
She's asking the wrong person.
I know you don't know how to say the name.
I don't. I don't. You're welcome, dear.
You're very welcome. Hello, Miss Clacy. Clacy, darling. Quit your yawning, Tony. I told you to have coffee with me.
God, I don't know what happened here. I'm just I'm getting relaxed. That's why everything's releasing.
Clacy, the very first card that I have for you is the biblical card. So this means that your soul was around during the biblical time. And so this could mean that you have a specific view or opinion on how the events truly happened during the time of Jesus and Moses and biblical times, or you've never really believed what was written in the text because you have a different idea about it. And this could be because your soul is remembering at a soul level that whether something is true or not true, or it could also mean that you're extremely sympathetic towards Jesus and what he endured, and you're very sensitive to conversations about it, or you can't watch movies or see images of it because it makes you have a certain kind of painful reaction. Okay, but either way, your soul was around during the biblical time. These three cards that I have, I feel like they all go together. No, I'm sorry. These ones go together. Okay, these two cards that I have here are your spouse and the imprisonment or slavery card. You have the spouse also. Okay. Mm-hmm. I feel like these go together, unrequited love and the spouse, and then these go together, two separate lifetimes with the same person, which would indicate that the person that you're with now is your soulmate or somebody that incarnates with you quite often for the purpose of soul lessons. Okay. Hi, Shelby. So what I'm seeing here in this particular life, the imprisonment or slavery card, I do feel like your husband was sent to prison. I'm hearing it's about taxes, tax evasion, taxes. And then he ended up dying there, not because he was there for so long, but because of, well, shit happens in prison. And I feel like that's what happened with these two cards. I'm definitely feeling like your husband was a white collar criminal or a blue collar criminal. He wasn't necessarily a thug that went out and murdered people, and this is why he didn't stand a chance when he got there. And so I feel like these two cards together, like the whole tax evasion thing, it's almost like you're extremely nervous about you have to do everything by the book. I feel like this is how it affects your life now. Like you're very nervous when your loved ones are away from you for any period of time. If you don't hear from them for any period of time, you're worried that something's happened to them. And I also feel like you follow the rules. You don't step out of line because you don't want something really negative to happen. Because of this, your husband going to jail for tax evasion. I especially feel like you're very serious about doing your taxes and making sure you pay bills on time. Okay. This unrequited love with your husband was a different life entirely. He was not your husband in that life. I feel like he was a husband to a sibling, a sister. Okay. And I feel like this is somebody that you were truly in love with, but your sister was more attractive in this life. And so you were literally just the third wheel or the person on the side. You never told anybody how you felt. And so this was something that you kept to yourself for this whole life, okay? You never told anybody how you felt because you loved your sister and you didn't want to make her or anyone else unhappy, but you were very much in love with her husband. And I feel like in this life, it might cause you to have some insecurity about yourself and how you're, losing your relationship, losing your partner, or not being enough, not being pretty enough. It could be also, popping up as like a self-esteem, self-worth issue in this life. Okay. Hope those messages resonated with you, Lacey.
Love her name. Okay. What I got for you, dear, is I got the male, female, and I got the spouse. So what I was feeling is what I was seeing was kind of like from this life, I feel like it was like flip of the coin. So I feel like the life that I have for you is that you were the male and that he wasn't the female and that you guys were together. And what I feel like you guys were kind of opposites is what I feel like. Let me listen. I feel like he was just so as him as a female, like I kind of feel like he was one of those gypsy, like freelance, like he went with whatever, and you were attracted to it, but you're like,
All right, just say it.
So it kind of made me feel like you were Travis, like you are just so like 5D and higher, and then somebody who is like, no, this. I felt so. That's what I heard, but I felt so bad saying like, just like him as a female, he was like, oh, he was just so much more open and much more going because he was. I just feel like when he was the female, he was just so open spiritually, and you were just. I feel like this may have been something like after one of the lives Misty said, and you were just more like, I keep hearing cautious and more worried and like wanting things a certain way and just more, I think Misty said by the book. I feel like you were by one book and he was by the other, but
on
you guys
different levels.
Yeah. And then you guys kind of, at some points you guys evened each other out because you were able to be so open that the blessings came in, but he helped you be able to, at some points I'm hearing he helped you ground so you can get some of the lessons done that you were just so, that you got I'm so confused because you guys are flip-flop, that you got lessons done and he got those blessings coming in that if you guys at some point it feels like there's things you guys are truly opposites on. I feel like that might be why, and that you guys just attract to each other because I feel like you guys just showing a balance. So if you feel like sometimes some things seem to just balance out, I feel like it's because there's just that natural understanding since you guys have had so many lives together. And with all these lives together, when you guys met, I'm sure you guys felt like you've known each other for a long time.
Sure. For sure. Does that make sense to you, Claycy?
Mm-hmm. Very opposite. Yeah.
Hi, Shelby. We're doing past life readings tonight. If y'all are interested in getting a peek into your past life scenarios, those are $20. If you're interested, the description box gives you 3 ways to pay. Next, we are going to do Kelly Robinson.
Miss Kelly.
You're welcome,
You're welcome.
Claycy. Kelly Robinson. Kelly, I'm not trying to freak you out. I'm not sure what you know about soul families and the way people incarnate. Okay. Kelly, are you here? See something I'm getting. Oh, there you are. Hi, Kelly. I'm not sure if you've been married or if you are married, but I have some cards here that are going to outline something for you that some people have a hard time grasping the concept of, and I hope you're not one of those people. As people, as soul family, you have a soul family, you have a group of souls that you incarnate with for the purpose of your soul evolution, their soul evolution. And when you're all learning about the same, let's just say you're all in 9th grade, okay, or you're all in high school and you have to learn things from 9th through 12th grade, then you would incarnate with a certain group of souls so you could all help each other through those life lessons, like a study group. God, I'm really good at this. Like a study group in high school, you get together with kids that are all studying for the same test, and you're all trying to learn the same thing. So this is kind of what it is. We are here in an Earth School, and we are incarnating with a group of souls that are here for the purpose of our evolution, their evolution. And with that being said, your partner, if you have one right now, and your mother have both been in your lives so many times I can't even, I'm seeing so many different scenarios right now with your partner and your mother. Okay, I've seen where they've been your siblings. I've seen where your mother has been your partner. I've seen where your partner has been your son. I feel like you guys just keep incarnating over and over and over together. This means that you have such a strong bond with these two soul aspects that you're to a point in your journey where you will continue to incarnate with them in every life because you're so close to them that you literally can't imagine doing this without them. Okay, it's like you found your best friends and you guys are like inseparable. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling for you here, and I do feel like your husband and you have had reversed roles in the past, okay, where you've been the husband and he's been the wife, and I feel like you've really incarnated in so many different partnerships together. If you are married, and if you're not married, then it's not a husband but a best friend in this life, because like I said, there's so many, they're all flashing before my eyes, like I can't even keep track of how many there are. However, with this card coming out, I'm sorry, this is what I was supposed to show you, all these cards, but I did see you have the mother card, you have the male female card, and then you have the spouse card, and they had me line them up just like that. And so what I'm seeing here with this scribe or writer, okay, you have been a writer in the past. I don't know if you still are really good at writing, or if you've thought about journaling or writing poetry, songs. I don't know if you've thought about it, because I feel like you have a flair tips for writing and things like that. I also want to tell you, Kelly, I feel like if you were to just sit down and say, I want to remember some of these lives that I've had with these people, I feel like this card is really telling me you'd be good at automatic writing. Okay. I really feel like you'd be able to channel some of those experiences in the form of stories. And that would really help you delve into who you are as a soul and everything that you've experienced. So maybe you could sit down and try to get yourself tuned into some automatic writing, because I do feel like that's something that you could do. Yes, Nikki, we are both mediums and we do communicate with people who've passed. However, that is not what we're doing tonight. Tonight, we are doing past life readings.
Good girl.
If you want to communicate with a loved one who's passed over, our Facebook pages are both in the description box of the video. You can click on either one of those and see what services we offer, and if we have one that fits your needs, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for asking. What do you got?
Okay. So I got the communal living. I got, I'm trying to do it with feathers sitting on the cards. Native American. I got leaving or traveling, and I got biblical. So what I was hearing for you, dear, for this life is I see this taking place in such an open place with tight. I feel like it was like a tight community, and like I keep seeing, like I just feel like you saw things differently, and I feel like it's because of a past life that you had before this life that you learned things differently than this, and I feel like it was for you to help people see things in a different perspective, and you got put down a lot, and people just didn't understand, and I do feel the patience, but I feel your determination, and you just wanted to be like trying to get people to get the picture, and I feel like it made you leave that thing because they outcasted you a little bit, because they couldn't see it, and you tried so hard to help these people see things in a different light, to help them, that there was some things they wanted to do, and you wanted to. I just see you being hearing you were a woman. I'm just seeing you being so empowering with these people and trying to get these people around you to see the light, to see things differently, I don't feel like they enjoyed, because there was so much that went on before with their ancestors, is what I'm hearing, that a lot of them didn't like to adventure out. They liked where they're at and they stayed there. So it kind of makes me feel like, Pocahontas and Moana, where they're like, I want adventure. And they're like, no, you stay here and don't move. And you eventually were just like, bye. And you just kind of left. And you decided to make this trip on your own. And I feel like for this life, I feel like you still bring empowerment, that you do like helping others. When you see people at a certain point in their life, you try to find a way to help them, to inspire them, and make them see things so they can go forward, is what I'm hearing, that you bring that strength forward. I don't know if you've had a few jobs. Part of me feels like you may have had a couple of jobs that you've kind of hopped from because of people's I just feel like you left some things because of environments and stuff like that you like being with, like most people like being with people who they can blend their energies with, that they're at the same level. I don't know if you have noticed that, but I know that's what that's what I feel. I feel like you like being with people who, like we all do, we like being with people who vibe with us, and you just know when enough is enough, and you just move forward and find that betterness.
Better or bitter?
Better. Yes. I'm making words up.
Okay, Emma does it all the time.
I do too. My husband likes to tell me that's not a word, and then I'll spell it, and he's like, it's still not a word. I'm like, whatever.
Said she liked doing resets before because it was more funner. And I was like, more funner? Like, whatever. But when she used to make coffee for me, I taught her how to make coffee a long time ago.
Mhm.
She used to make coffee for me. One morning she comes in and she's like, I forgot to put the muffin basket in.
A muffin basket.
I was like, what? She's like, the muffin paper, the muffin basket. I'm like, the coffee filter? It looks like when you make a
like cupcakes. Yeah, that's so cute.
muffin basket. I was like, coffee filter? So anyways, you're welcome, Kelly. We
You're
hope
welcome,
those
Kelly.
messages resonate with you.
My favorite with for Lily, like if she gets really upset and you go, Lily, or if you ask her something, she goes, I amn't. Instead of I am not, she always says I amn't. And Isabel says it now too. I'm like, great, now that's a new word too. I amn't.
She makes it's like she's so smart. She uses some words that a lot of kids her age just don't use.
Mm-hmm.
But then she uses other words that you wouldn't necessarily use in that spot, in that sentence,
Mm-hmm.
but you can still understand what she means by it,
Mm-hmm.
The definition of the word makes sense, but you wouldn't normally put it in that place,
Yeah.
or use it in that context. That's what Emma does. She makes her own language.
Mm-hmm.
She has her own way of saying things. All right, next we have Miss Kathy Petty.
Miss Kathy.
Kathy Petty, Kathy Petty, Kathy Petty, Kathy Petty, where are you? Then we have Sue Bellamy and Phyllis, and I think then we'll be done.
Awesome. I already forgot who we're doing. Kathy, right?
Kathy Petty.
Kathy.
We should either. I don't feel like any of these cards are related to each other. So we'll just start at the beginning. Kathy, we are starting with the Atlantis card. That means that you had a significant time in Atlantis. I don't know if you have a special affinity for mermaids or sea creatures or a very healthy fear of the ocean. Either way, this is related to your time in Atlantis. It does have dolphins on the card. It doesn't mean you have to like dolphins. It just means that maybe you have a fish tank. It could be that simple. Or it could be, like I said, like you have a very healthy fear of the ocean. You like the ocean. You just don't want to be in the ocean. It causes a great deal of anxiety because of what happened in Atlantis. It was direct, was destroyed, an underwater place that was destroyed, right? So that's what I'm seeing for that. I feel like, honestly, I don't feel like you were very old during the time of Atlantis. I know I'm being told that they lived for a very long time, but I personally feel like you were a newer soul or a young soul during your time in Atlantis, like a child. Okay, so it's not really like you understood what was happening when everything kind of fell apart, but that's what I'm getting with that card. The next card that I have for you is the spirituality and religion card. This could be that you have a great deal of interest in different spiritual bases and religious bases. Perhaps you were raised a certain way, but you've always been curious about, Judaism or Buddhism or Taoism or whatever. Taoism, sorry, I said it wrong. It could just be that you don't really agree with the religious practices of most of your family and you're going out on your own because you have like a broader knowledge base than what they have based on past life experiences and different spiritual practices or religious practices. Okay. I also have the orphan card for you, which means exactly what it says. At one point in your past, you were orphaned and left alone. Okay. Is that a picture of you and your mom? Because I feel like this this is about you and your mom. This card right here, you were orphaned and left alone. And that to me is making me feel like you're very close with your mother. And I feel like the thought of her leaving you gives you a great deal of anxiety and panic. Okay. Like, I feel like I don't know what I would do without you. And I feel like this is all related to this past life where you were left without her. And it was very dramatic and drastic for you. And I feel like this card might be related to that life where it's all about seeking forgiveness. I don't know if your mom feels like she has to do so much for you, or she has to be so involved with you because the fact that she died and left you alone. She could be carrying some guilt from a past life and therefore overcompensating with, I don't know, maybe enabling you or buying you things or doing things for you, making sure you feel her presence in your life at all times. Does that make sense to you, Kathy? I hope so.
Some of the stuff that you said I wrote down that I was hearing from mine, I wrote down abandoned and traded, because I know you're talking about abandonment. Gosh, I got such a rough life, love. I'm gonna show you the cards, and then I feel like all this stuff that may be going on right now between the virus and the children thing and everything going on, I can feel this may be a big trigger for you, and sometimes you don't know why, because I got authority figure here. We got the male, female card. We got imprisonment or slavery, and then we got wars and battles. So if everything that's going on in this world right now that's going on is like triggering you and making you feel out of fear and making you just feel like, oh my gosh, like I just feel like this would kind of be like a familiar feeling, but it's not a happy one, because I feel like with this, I do feel like you were I feel like you were a male in this life who, I feel like you were, because of the way that you were born and the way that you were built, I do feel like you were a person of a different color, and I just feel like you were left and people just used you. I keep hearing for slavery. I feel like you were traded a lot. There was so much that you went through that you would not even want anybody to see or deal with. I feel like you had a hard time. Authority figures, I don't know if you have any fear or any worry when a police officer or anybody comes up, because I just feel like, you were always looked at a certain way, and you were always between that and then because of what people wanted you to do for them, between the hard work and labor. I just feel like this life was just so difficult for you. I just feel very tired. I feel like there was just so much trauma in this, but even though there was so much trauma and so much you've seen and so much you went through, the battles that you had to go through to stay alive, that I'm hearing that inside you had your faith, that you knew that something had to come out of this, is what I'm hearing. So when you're having a hard time and things are going on, I'm hearing that at some point you stop and you look at yourself and you're like, okay, I'm hearing, what can I do to go forward? What can I do to push forward? How can I change this? That at some point when something's going on in your life, you decide to take a step back and decide what you can go. Okay.
No, Lori, we're not doing free readings tonight. We're doing past life readings tonight, and
Didn't we do a reading for her earlier?
Yeah, we did a tarot card reading from last night.
Oh, okay. I was like, is there another Lori?
Does that make sense to you, Kathy? I hope that resonates with you. Next, we have Miss Sue Bellamy.
Miss Sue. I love Miss Sue.
Okay, Angie. I got it.
Yes, it makes
Makes sense. Okay, great. Miss Sue, I have here, you have the card with vows, and then you also have the card of unrequited love. I feel like these cards go together, and what I was immediately seeing, I was seeing a time period of 1231 AD. So about 800 years ago, almost. And I was seeing a man and a woman that had like a manor home, fairly. I feel like they had property. They were like property owners. I feel like they might have been a little bit of nobility, because I feel like this was a marriage that was arranged. I don't feel like this was a marriage that was a love match. Okay, I feel like this was an arranged marriage between you and your husband. And I feel like it had to do with property. I feel like your family had property and maybe he wanted property. I don't know, but I feel like he had a title. So he had the title, you had the money. And so it was an arranged marriage. Now I feel like, I do feel like it was a bit of a loveless marriage. Not that you didn't have children. I feel like you did have at least one son. And I feel like you had another child that didn't live past being a baby. And then there was a female. And I feel like she was also married off. Furthering the family coffers is what I heard. So for the purpose of increasing the family's money and stronghold. Okay, so I feel like those two cards are related. It could be that this life has given you like an aversion to marriage, or make you not want to connect yourself to somebody in that way unless it's true love. Okay, so I feel like you're looking for a relationship that's extremely meaningful in your life, not just something that can help you further yourself as far as stability and security. I feel like you are definitely looking for like true love. Okay. I also have medicine man or woman. So this always brings to mind some kind of like Indian connotation. However, when it comes out with a persecution and inquisition card, I feel like this has a lot more to do with being spiritually gifted in the past, and instead of just being like an Indian medicine man or woman, I feel like this is more like connected together. Like you were, you either had these gifts in two separate lives that were very close time-wise, like one right after another, or you were a very well-respected Indian medicine woman or man. And then for the persecution and inquisition, you were still in the United States. These were both in the United States, and probably around 1459. One of these is happening in 1459, and it's definitely persecution for your gifts and your abilities, Salem witch trials, that kind of thing. Okay. But this medicine man or woman, you go from being a very well-respected person who's spiritual to somebody who is persecuted for your gifts. So I think this is both sides of the coin, both two different sides of the same kind of lesson.
Miss Sue, what I have for you is I have food and hunger. I have an orphan. I also had medicine man or woman.
You do. All right.
And I got the biblical card. So I was feeling like these were two different ones. I feel like the orphan and the food and hunger went together. And I felt like with this is that I felt like there was something that happened and you ended up like, I just feel like it was just the life that you were supposed to have, not having a lot and learning how to survive and how to figure out how to just push forward to be able to find food and to feed that hunger inside you and be able to push forward. Because I'm seeing you Gosh. You know, I see Disney movies all the time. So I'm seeing, I don't know if they're showing me Disney movies. I don't know if you've seen the new Aladdin.
Worst.
But, when Aladdin gets trades the necklace and gets that bag of food, and he turns the corner and he sees that family sitting down and having absolutely nothing and can't really go anywhere. That's the type of, I knew you would, but that's just, I keep seeing that little boy's face when with this life, like, because you know there was love, but I just feel like it was just you, like you just didn't have anything and you had to learn how to get by life. And I do feel like this life comes forward for you because of all that you are going through and how much you give to your children and how much you want to make sure they're provided for and that they're loved and that they don't go without, because your soul knows what it's like to go without. So whenever like if there's ever any money things that come up and you always worry about providing for your kids, because as a child you knew what it was like not to have those things and you don't want to go back there. Medicine Man or Woman and the biblical, I just feel like this went together. I feel like I keep hearing I can't even say it, concoctions. I feel like you were just somebody who was in that time where they were able to just hear what to mix up. And I feel like you were a doctor of some type in a different life and were able to put things together and help people in your community. I feel like you were kind of like that medicine doctor that could go out. I can see you going out and grabbing things off of leaves and trees and being like, oh, let's try this and see what happens. And some people thought you were crazy, but at the end of the day, they saved a life or two, is what I'm hearing. You were that crazy medicine lady in that life, is what I'm seeing, but very highly respected and very looked up to, which I do feel like you bring in this life too, that you listen to your intuition and you can help guide people. When people need help, you're there and you're able to help them through things, is what you bring from that, is your knowledge and I'm hearing your power from that life too. You're a very powerful woman. My voice is cracking.
Water. I know it's tiring, right? People don't realize how hard it is to do this kind of work. Okay, next we have Phyllis. And I've already got Phyllis's cards out, and they're pretty straightforward. So, Phyllis, you have the male-female card. So this could mean that you are just experiencing female life for the first time, or you have spent a great deal of time as a male. So you have a very not skewed sense of what you're capable of, but I feel like you can relate better to men than you can females, if that makes sense. Regardless, you're having a life where you have a lot of masculine energy around you, or masculine ideology. Okay. The next card that I have for you is the Love Life card. You have it also. That means that whoever is in your love life right now is playing a very significant role in your soul journey. Okay, so I feel like that means that you're either lucky in love or unlucky in love, one or the other. And I feel like it's very important for you to figure out how that could be translated into wisdom, because we have the wisdom card here, and I feel like this love life is all about learning about yourself, learning about what your needs are, how you can fulfill those needs yourself, and what you're learning from the relationships that you've been in your life. Okay, not just romantic relationships, but love relationships. Okay, so that is family as well as close friends. Okay. The other card that I have for you that has really kind of thrown me for a loop is ships. Now, I feel like you were a pirate before, Phyllis. I'm not going to lie. I kept seeing a pirate with really dark skin, like a pirate from like over in, like on the other side of Africa. I don't know what body of water that is, but the other side of Africa, that body of water, I'm seeing a dark skinned pirate. And I feel like it wasn't even about, it was about ransoming people. I don't think it was about like the spoils of whatever's on the boat. I feel like it was more about ransoming people. Very money hungry, mercenary people that you were associated with in that life. And I feel like you're a completely different person now, honestly. I feel like you value people more than anything else. And again, the love life card is very prominent, and the wisdom that you get from the relationships that you're experiencing is something that you really should pay attention to. It's crazy about the pirate, though. I feel like they like attack these ships or whatever to like ransom off the people on the ships, you know, like somebody will want them. It's just weird. It was a weird message that I was receiving. Okay.
Okay, what I got for you, dear. So I got Love Life and I got Scriber Writer. And when I got these two cards together, I see you as a female, and all I can see you writing. And I feel like you were somebody who wrote a lot of books in this past life, that there's books about love and stuff like that you wrote. I don't know if you enjoy reading still, and you like reading old books or hearing stories from a long time ago, because I keep seeing you writing stories that had to do with love, that because of some of the stuff that you went through didn't go as planned. So you decided, I keep hearing you wanted to write your love story so that you would write things out. And you also got the forgiveness and the lessons and blessings. And I just feel like, you know, even though I feel like you went through a hard time, I just feel like you wrote it out. And I feel like you were somebody who was like a publisher at some point. And I feel like you kind of went, they're making me feel like how she learned her lessons was just by writing it out, listening to her heart, and seeing the lessons through the books. And I feel like there was some things, though, that you're in this life for this life to, I'm not do again, but to go through a little bit and to forgive in a different way, to physically forgive. I don't know how to explain that, because I feel like as you were writing and doing that, like your intuition and your soul was doing it. But I feel like this had to be more physical, that being able to do things, to be able to move forward past these, because there were so many blessings that came for you during your writing, that people enjoyed your stories, and a lot of them didn't know that all of it was like past lives or like past experiences that you had in that life. I just keep seeing you writing your emotions out and writing stories. And I'm hearing they helped so many people.
That's lovely.
That's what I see for her. I don't know where she's at, but that's what I see.
Where she's at either, Phyllis. We hope you heard your reading. She did disappear. She was here just a few minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
We only have one more, and we have Angie Corbello. Angie Corbello, thank you for getting a reading with us, Angie.
Welcome, Andy.
Hello.
Oh, there's the whole.
Where are you, Angie Corbello?
Oh, Phyllis is here.
All right, Phyllis, I hope you enjoyed that reading. I hope it resonated with you and helps make a little bit of sense of some situations or feelings that you're going through. Okay?
Welcome, Lauren.
Definitely feel like you should try to write out your feelings also whenever you're going through something. And I feel like it'll help you get some clarity.
Mhm.
Okay. I do feel like it'll help you get clarity to write out what you're thinking and feeling. Hi, Angie.
Welcome again.
So super cool, Angie. You have the Galactic card. This means that you are a star seed, or you do not have origins in this star system. So that means you have an extremely old soul. Like myself. In order for you to figure out what star system you come from, you can look up, Google it, star seed origins, and figure out which star family you resonate with, if you are from the Lyran or the Sirian or Andromedan, whatever. Okay, so that, that could also make you feel like throughout life you could always get a feeling like you want to go home, or you could be one of those people who's really enamored of stargazing and you always feel like you belong somewhere else, or this planet's not really where you belong. Okay, so those are all things associated with being a galactic. Okay, another inclination of how old your soul is you also have the Atlantis card. So you were part of an ancient civilization that dwelled underwater. And I am getting a very Finn kind of vibe from you. So I do feel like you were some kind of mer person. So I don't know if you have a thing about mermaids, but I do feel like you were some kind of mer person in a past life also. Okay. Then we are moving on to Asia, which is super cool. And the farm card. And I feel like these two cards go together because I immediately saw a very simple old Asian man on a little plot of land. I saw Japanese cherry blossoms, and it was a beautiful, peaceful, simple life, and you were extremely happy there. Okay, extremely happy. And this is all about growing things and self-sustaining. So I'm not sure if you have that desire in this life to be self-sustaining, or to have a garden, to grow things, to grow your own foods, or if you get quite a lot of enjoyment, or if you have a green thumb. But I feel like these are all stemming from this particular life in Asia. You were a humble man, but you were truly blessed with, you felt truly blessed with everything that you had in this life. And like I said, it wasn't much. It's not like you had a big, huge house. You just had a small, humble home and a beautiful little piece of land, and it was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So there you go.
Yes.
Ducks. I'm seeing ducks also. So I don't know if you've got a thing for ducks, but I'm seeing ducks.
I love it. Mine kind of go with that too, because I got the farm card too. And I got Greco-Roman times. Yeah, I can never find the camera. Wisdom, and I got the high priestess or high priest. I never say that. High priest or priestess, if I can speak. What I was seeing for you, dear, is I was seeing a farm too, and I was seeing born, raised on the farm, stayed on the farm. I was seeing like fruits. I feel like it was, I don't know, I'm seeing fruits everywhere, trees. Like I feel like you were just that type of person. And you had so much wisdom that you learned from your father that because it was always handed down. And when it came for like the high priest card, I feel like it was just about knowing the land and knowing like the weather and knowing when things needed. And I can see you talking to like the trees, like you were just so in tune with them and being able to figure out what they needed, because I keep hearing you didn't do this just for you to have a thing to live, because there was a community that was depending on you. Like this is where they got their nutrition, and this is like it helped other people be able to do what they needed to do. That you were just I feel like your farm was very dependent on. I'm seeing things. I saw like fruits growing, vegetables. I just feel like that type of stuff was like your main thing for your type of farm is what I was seeing, that type of. And having the animals too, but I just keep seeing things growing and lines of people in the community coming. There was droughts here and there. There were times where it was rough, but I just see you being one with nature and having that ability to pull things. So for this life, I feel like you bring some of that wisdom and looking outwards for, I don't want to say outwards for an answer, but just looking outwards instead of being stuck, that you go out and see how could I fix this? What else could I do? Just like Missy said, you may be good with the green thumb. Rowing things might come easy to you, and enjoying animals. That hurt? Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Who put your hair up?
Dad.
Mimi did. Well, she failed, dude.
I do have a green thumb, and I still talk to my plants and fruit trees today. Well, there you go.
There you go. That's why.
There you go. That makes perfect sense to us why that is. You have a very strong tie to the lives where you were, one with nature and really connected to the earth and appreciative of the bounty of the earth and what it could give you. So very cool. Very awesome. We really enjoy doing all these different readings. I don't know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow or if I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I might take the day off.
You deserve it. I don't know what to do with her hair.
Just, brush it or something.
The ponytail's like twisted and stuck in her hair. Like I've never seen a ponytail do this before. And that's why I'm like, who put your hair up? Okay, mommy's almost done. And then I'm going to help it. I don't know. It's like twisted and looped in her hair. That's why I'm like, who put your hair up? This should be fun.
Maybe she tried to do it herself.
Yeah, just like she cut her hair.
Hard for little kids to have long hair. Hi, baby.
Say hi to Miss Dana. You can't hear her.
Her hair is stuck. Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. Is Daddy downstairs?
Out back.
He's out back. Oh, I'll help you out in a minute. You want to say bye to people? You say bye.
Okay.
With kisses.
Love you, cutie pie.
Mommy.
Okay.
I'll help you in a minute, okay? Why don't you sit and play with feathers for a minute?
God, everybody's asking me a million questions right now. Okay. Well, thank you all for joining us tonight. Rub a dryer sheet on it. No, it's twisted up in her hair.
Yeah, like the hair in the ponytail is. I don't even want to know what she did to her hair.
You can just cut a couple little pieces and it won't be noticeable,
Yeah, she has enough hair like me.
She's got a lot of hair. Yeah, she's got a lot.
She's got a lot.
Well, thank you all. We might be back tomorrow for stuff. I don't know. I might do some stuff during the day. Who knows? Who knows?
Whatever.
Maybe the day after that. But thank you for cut the ponytail off. Yeah, right.
I could get the ponytail. Maybe that will help. I don't know.
Honey likes her girls to have long hair.
They like having long hair.
I told her to cut the rubber band. I told her to do that. Just cut it. It's just a rubber band.
I'll have to. We'll have to go downstairs and do it.
But then you'll have to deal with the knots still in the hair.
How do you do that?
Personally, I would maybe if you have some leave-in conditioner or detangler, I would spray that on there first.
No, we have some.
Rub it in, and that'll help with the knots.
Yeah, I'll still let Daddy do it. She knows she can't cry when Daddy does it. She's be less tears.
She's like, I knew that came up. Just cut the ponytail off. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, many blessings. And don't forget, I'll be sending out that healing tonight in the astral plane for those of you who are having lower back pain. I'm making it my priority. All right. Have a lovely night. We'll see you next time.
Bye.